Good evening, Facebook. I'm just getting the kids in bed. We already had baths and dinner, and so I'm putting them in bed a little bit early so I could do my Facebook Live video, Real Talk Tuesday. Hi, guys. I'm so excited that you guys are coming on. I am going to do Real Talk Tuesday from Tuesdays from here on out. I'm doing a new challenge, and so it has me being extremely vulnerable, and it's very fearful for me. And those two words from somebody growing up in speech therapy, vulnerable and fearful, who couldn't say their R's as a child, is very scary to also say on Facebook Live. So I joke about it all the time, but I was in speech therapy as a child. And so anytime I have to do public speaking, like I immediately start feeling like I'm going to choke, but I'm not. I know I'm not. So anyways, I am pushing myself outside of my comfort zone because as many of you guys know, I do Facebook Lives quite often, some of them with great substance, some of them with zero substance. And so my goal for this video tonight is to let you guys know my fears, because some of you guys see me as funny and outgoing and that I don't ever have bad days. So I want you guys to know, first off, that is not true. You can just ask my family. Yes, Megan, 5 years. I don't know how many years I did, but I remember at Bray Elementary, like, it was brutal. And so I still am scared of that. But I don't always have good days, and I'm not always smiling. I'm not always laughing. But so I want to share with you guys, I found a way through my life to hide fears and insecurities, which previously prevented me from living my life to the fullest. I learned on in my late 20s that I suffered from anxiety pretty bad. And that was something that came out later. But when I was a child, in my, well, I say my late teens, early 20s, I realized looking back, that's what I had, was anxiety. I was constantly in fear and worry about what everybody thought about me. Like every decision I made was being second guessed. Every outfit I picked out, back when I was 110 pounds, I thought I looked fat. Like it was horrible. And it was my insecurities and myself, doubt and anxiety that really led me to the demise at an early age of I burned a lot of bridges in my early 20s because of insecurities that I had on myself. And so it stole so much from me as a child that I remember going out with girlfriends and watching people dance and like being out on the dance floor. So I'm gonna do this for you because I feel like I can do it now. So I have to show y'all. But when you're out at the dance club and everybody's dancing and there's that girl like this, woo, and she's dancing, you know what I mean? And she has her hands in the air and she's feeling it. And I remember sitting on the back going, man, I want to have that much confidence that I'm able to be out on the dance floor, be the only one dancing and just enjoying myself that much, self-awareness. And, it took me a long time to get there. And I can honestly say that I am that girl now. And not that I don't care what people think of me now. I don't care as much. And so we all have a piece of us that is fearful about something. When I meet people, because I, of course, meet a lot of people day to day, when I meet people, it's almost like I can sense those fears and those insecurities in them because my heightened awareness about those through people. And so if I can ever just make somebody feel safe just by being around them and sharing my story with them, that is what I hope to do. And that's what I've learned through my journey is that the people that seem the happiest are sometimes the ones that hurt the most. And so through my journey with what I do now in my career, it's been extremely exciting for me to know that I am that self-aware, that I think that's what Beth said, right? That I am able to see that in other people. Because having that much joy stole from you in hindsight, it stinks. If I could go back 10 years and 15 years and really enjoy friendships and really enjoy relationships and really enjoy you know, my oldest son, who is 11 now, I was scared to death about being a parent. Like, I saw so many confident moms out there that had this mom thing going. You know, they were killing it as being a mom. And I could not figure it out. I was always scared. Did he look too dirty? Did I change his diaper enough? Did I have him buckled in tight enough? Were people looking at me like I was too young of a mom? Like, I mean, it was constant in fear in my life. And so now, fast forward to I'm 35, like, those things make me laugh. Like, they make me chuckle, because guess what? Nobody really pays that much attention to you except for you. Like, really and truly is what I learned. Nobody pays that much attention to you except for you. And when I learned that, then I was able to kind of move on from my I don't even know what the word was. I was kind of able to get over my own fears. And so let me look at my notes. So this is titled My Biggest Regrets. And so my biggest regrets so far in my life have not been decisions that I've made, because I've made a ton of very poor decisions. But I've learned from them. Sometimes I had to make a couple of very poor decisions before I learned wholeheartedly. But my biggest regrets were not living life to the fullest in the capacity that I was supposed to be living it in when I was supposed to be living. And I don't know that that's something that is taught. I don't know if that's just who we are as humans, and every person's different. But I do remember from a young age hearing people say, like, it doesn't matter what people think of you. And now I genuinely don't care. But another reason that I don't care is I'm surrounded by genuinely good people that don't care about the small things that I was really concerned about. And so I just wanted to come to you guys tonight. Like, I don't know if I said everything I wrote in my notes, because like I said, I love to do live videos, but I love to do live videos that are fun and funny, but doing them with substance is very difficult for me, obviously. So let me double check my notes. And so So what I did learn, okay, so this is good. So fear does close the door for some. When you have the best that you have to offer somebody, but that fear stands in the way, which it did for me for many, many, many years. I was very unsuccessful for a long time because of fear. And what I learned is that pushing through my fear has actually made me the most successful person I've ever been. It doesn't mean that I don't still genuinely have a ton of fear. Like this right now, I probably wouldn't lift my arms up to show the dancing lady again, because I probably would have perseveration. True story. But living in fear, so fear pushes me a little bit outside of my comfort zone. And the second that I feel that fear coming on is the second I choose to push myself a little bit harder. And so I want to say thank you to all of you guys that always offer me kind encouragement, encouraging words along my journey, because it has been so, and I notice it all the time. And all the new friendships that I've made. And so as I choose to take my new path this year by facing challenges head on, regardless of what they might be, that is my goal, and that is what I will no longer live in regrets with. So anyways, that is my little tidbit for tonight. If you are living in fear of little, small, whatever it is, I promise you it's only big to you. Your fear is only big to you, and it's false evidence appearing real, and it is only real to you. It is not real to the people that are around you and care about you and love you. So try to push that to the side and move past your fear for just a minute to see what's on the other side of it. And I promise you might find something that you like. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.